Central African Time. That was Crazy For You featuring Amina Shah by the master himself, Master Shekkor, who is a dance music producer, artist, singer, DJ, and voiceover artist. I think we need to add here, Master, jack of all trades.
Yes, please.
How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining us in studio.
I'm all right, and yourself?
I'm good. So wait, how long have you been this side? Are you touring? Are you traveling? Are you residing?
Looking forward to residing.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. You're gonna enjoy it. A lot of groove, but you're gonna enjoy
it. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your journey in music. Obviously, starting in Zimbabwe and now moving to SA.
Well, hey, it's been a roller coaster, I have to be honest. Mm-hmm. The journey starts way back since I was a child, baby infant stage. Mm-hmm. I've always loved music. My mom was actually the first who identified the talent within me in regards to my entertainment skills and just music in general. And eventually I went to school, primary. Things ended up getting a bit hectic when I was now approaching secondary education. I had some tension with my father, my late father. We used to fight back here and there in regards to studies and trying to work out a balance in regards to the music and education. So, yeah, we used to quarrel here and there about it. But my mom stepped in and she eventually became the peacemaker. And, yeah, eventually I found the balance between school and music, and I worked it out. And, yeah, fast forward, I'm here in South Africa.
And in terms of the genre as well, I mean, how did you go about picking the genre that you want to play in?
Oh, the genre. Wait, when did I fall in love with house music? That was around 2006, 2007.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And how has the music industry absorbed you? You know, how is everyone responding to your music? I know this feels like a question like you're an upcoming artist, which you're not. But, I think it's always good to talk about the longevity in your career, right? Talk about, the fact that your music has lived for this long and this is how it's doing now. Talk to us about that.
There's the music industry and there's the music business. The music business is the one that sustains you for longevity. Yeah. So you have to understand the business side of it for you to make it within the industry. So without the business, you don't survive within the industry. The past 4 years, I've been staying here in South Africa. I've been studying sound engineering and music production. Alongside, I also did majors with music business itself.
Yeah.
And yeah, since I started my journey in regards to that in depth within the media studies, my eyes were opened, and yeah, I'm now pretty much in a space where I can say I'm very much knowledgeable in regards to navigating around the entertainment space.
And I like the fact that you also equipped yourself with the education behind it.
Yes.
You made sure that you're going to back yourself up and by studying it and knowing it. Because
my parents were behind that. they made sure that whatever I'm going to do, I have to do it with education on the side.
I love that, though. I love that. So what's the difference between the music business and the music industry?
The music industry is just... how best can I simplify it? Because this is actually a broad subject, which I feel...
Yeah.
I think you guys should actually invite me again so that I can unpack the differences. But I'm just going to scratch the surfaces.
Yeah.
Within the business side, you understand the differences between a record label, the tools that you generally need in navigating around the system within the entertainment space. So we're talking about record labels, publishers, PR, A&R, like there are quite a number of divisions within the entertainment industry. We're talking about just the space where we can broadcast like we are doing right now. This is an industry on its own.
Yeah.
So, but with the industry, you got to understand what happens within the industry. That's where the business comes in. So
I think I wanted your perspective on it because it looks different to everybody, funny enough. Okay. As much as there's, set definitions, to people, they think the business is the A&R. They think the industry is the in the broadcasting. It's switched for people, so it's always nice to know where you stand regarding the music business versus the industry. So now, in terms of genres and playing around with genres in SA, do you think we are, or rather Africans in general, do you think we're open to listening to new music coming from Africans, or do we still prefer a more westernized version of what we desire?
That's a very good question. Currently, I would say currently we're in a space where African content is taking over. We can look at the United States, we can look at Europe. They are all embracing Afrobeats, embracing as well content that's coming down even from here, the southern part of Africa. Amapiano, house music, Afrotech. I think we're in a space where we can safely say there's no cooler time than now to be proud to be African. So I think now more than ever, it's a time where you should really feel proud to be African and to be an African creator.
Brilliant. 8:41 Central African time. We're hanging out with Master Shekkor in studio. He's a dance music producer, singer, artist, DJ, and voiceover artist. I'm going to take a quick break. So what is the importance of collaborating?
You get to reach out other niche markets as well.
Yeah.
You get to as well push your brand within their spaces as well. So for me, I think that's one of the major key elements.
And who would you think in the next year you want to collaborate with?
On the African continent or just in general?
Look, the world is your oyster. I would even say Beyonce.
That's yeah. On the African continent, definitely looking forward to working with a legend. I regard him as a legend, Salif Keita.
Oh, yeah. I hear that.
Yeah,
I can hear that already. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one person I'm looking forward to. And then outside the African continent, I'm looking at David Guetta, Martin Garrix. Yeah, I'm looking within the Europe space, EDM kind of vibes, but infused with African vibes. Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can put together a sample and just keep tagging them. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say that they can't find you when you're in your bedroom not posting your music. You have to do something. You have to put yourself out there. You have to advertise yourself. If you don't, you're gonna lose out on life. You're gonna lose out on business. So it's there's just so many opportunities for you as well. And I like the fact that you're going into the European market because I think they absorb Africans much easier. Like they love us.
True.
I think it's also because a lot of us are there. So it's easy to be loved. Talk to us about your plans for this year.
Oh, hey, a lot is happening. A lot is happening. I have a lot of collaborations that are on the way. Her name is Refilwe. I've worked with her on an Afro tribal house track.
Yeah.
It's how best can I simplify this?
The best thing to come out of music?
Africa. Yeah,
love it.
Africa, it's more Afrocentric, Afro tribal. Funny enough, I actually made a singing Shona.
Really? Please excuse me. Like my throat is really scratchy.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about that. We needed to come back. Sometimes the life has a funny way of reminding you that you're still human. I wish I was a robot without a scratchy throat. So you were talking to me about Refilwe, having her sing in Shona. I think Shona is one of the most beautiful languages, by the way.
I have to emphasize that.
Yes. Talk to us about that, man. Just the infusion of languages and that collaboration.
I had recorded with one of my boys as well. Invest Deep, shout out to you. Shout out to DJ TT. I worked with those two gentlemen. One of the guys who are recording, they end up saying, "Don't make me laugh."
I would know about that.
So, in the process of recording, we both looked at the guy. We could see that he's running out of breath and he was choking. And we just looked at him and then he said, "Don't make me laugh," while we were still recording.
Wow.
And then the concept came about from there. We played it back and we were like, but this actually sounds nice and dope. So we were like, we're going to run with this concept. And then we decided, in regards to this concept, to make it more interesting, how about we actually infuse Africa within it? And then in the sense of including Africa, we're now talking about the jungle, the jungle vibes, and something mysterious is going on, and then you end up hearing, or somebody is not trying to tempt you to laugh. So it then comes a bit comedic in that sense. The song was missing an element, a female element, and we then decided, I'm gonna get in touch with Raffinway, and then from there, everything just came together. Besides my Indian collaboration that I recently dropped, I'm also looking forward to working with some people from the US. I've already worked with Grammy-nominated music producer.
Amazing stuff. And on social media, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's Master Shekkor Official.
Amazing stuff, man. Thank you so much for joining us in studio. And remember that little note that I gave you off air about networking in these parts. Yeah. It's gonna help you a great deal. And I think you're one of those people who's very genuine, and I hope success meets you where you desire.
Thank you very much.
Amazing stuff. And that was Master Shekkor in studio. It is at 8:55 Central African time. Only a few minutes left before we cross over to the Out and About team, and I'm hoping that they're in and within the studio so they can give us what's happening on their show. Let's take a short break or a little jammy jam. I'm sure we can squeeze in one before we wrap up the show.